Elon Musk recently purchased a 9.2% stake in Twitter worth $3 billion, making him the microblogging platform's largest individual shareholder. His purchase caused an internet frenzy, and the share prices quickly surged by more than 27%. It's been a few weeks since, and Musk is still making waves around his recent investment. Join us in this video as we hash out all of the details of Elon's Twitter investment and explore everything that has to do with his offer and how he's generating one headline after another with regards to this. Welcome to MetaUverse, the space where all things tech get the spotlight. If you're new here, then go ahead and subscribe for your dose of tech trend news, Tesla reviews, and other insights into the tech world. Things have been happening in quick succession. On April 5, just a day after Musk submitted a regulatory filing to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Tesla chief was given an offer to sit at the Twitter board. That same evening, Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal tweeted, "I'm excited to share that we're appointing Elon Musk to our board. Through conversations with Elon in recent weeks, it became clear to us that he would bring great value to our board." Musk confirmed this by tweeting this reply, "Looking forward to working with Parag and Twitter board to make significant improvements to Twitter in the coming months." Twitter founder Jack Dorsey, as well as other board members, tweeted their congratulations to Musk. A little later, Musk also submitted another filing to the SEC, indicating that he would take a more active role as an investor and that he had agreed not to purchase more than 14.9% of the company. 5 days later, on April 10th, Parag Agrawal announced in a tweet that Musk would not be joining the Twitter board after all. In between this, Musk tweeted some of his qualms about the company, asking if it was dying because the top Twitter accounts rarely post anymore. He also created a poll to ask about whether or not an edit button should be added as a feature on Twitter, where 4.4 million accounts voted. These criticisms against the company seemingly led to the Twitter board to reverse their initial approval of Musk's appointment. And after Parag Agrawal announced that Musk would no longer sit on the board, Musk tweeted and then later on deleted a giggling emoji. Fast forward to the most recent update in all of this chaos, and Mr. Musk now has made an offer to buy 100% of the stake in Twitter for $43 billion. In the document that Elon filed with the SEC, the tech guru made it clear that the $43 billion that he offered, which is equivalent to $54.20 a share, would be the best and final one that he would make. Sharing his reasons for wanting to purchase Twitter, Musk has openly stated that Twitter needs to be transformed into a private company so it can be a forum for free speech. He also said that the board members' interests are not aligned with the shareholders and that the board owns almost no shares of the company. Well, as impressive as a cash purchase worth $43 billion might sound like, Musk's offer was just rejected by Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. In a tweet, the prince said, "I don't believe that the proposed offer by Elon Musk of $54.20 per share comes close to the intrinsic value of Twitter given its growth prospects. Being one of the largest and long-term shareholders of Twitter, I reject this offer." In usual Musk fashion, Elon sent a quick reply with a tweet that seems to have an underlying message. Quote unquote, "Interesting. Just 2 questions, if I may. How much of Twitter does the kingdom own directly and indirectly? What are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedom of speech?" Elon's second question indirectly refers to the assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Khashoggi was an open critic of Saudi's royal family, and he was killed by agents of its government at the consulate in Istanbul. Until Khashoggi's death, he was labeled by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman as a traitor to the regime. The case was internally analyzed by the CIA, and multiple sources of intelligence concluded that Mohammed bin Salman ordered Khashoggi's assassination. Al-Walid bin Talal, the prince who shot down Musk's offer, is a cousin to the Crown Prince. Musk does not seem fazed by this at all and even seems to have a backup plan should the Twitter board choose to reject his offer of taking Twitter private. Elon believes that his fate cannot be determined by the 11 board members, and he has shared that it is the shareholders who have the final say on the offer. In a tweet, he said, "It would be utterly indefensible not to put this offer to a shareholder vote. They own the company, not the board of directors." In less than an hour after hinting on the shareholder vote, the Tesla CEO started another online poll in a tweet that reads, "Taking Twitter private at $54.20 a share should be up to the shareholders, not the vote." The poll ended with 83.5% of the votes in Elon's favor and over 2.8 million votes casted. As of today, Elon has 82.4 million followers, while Twitter has 61.3 million followers. Considering how Elon is more popular than Twitter is in its own space, it doesn't really come as a surprise that this one went to him. In fact, Musk has a track record of winning all the polls that he conducts on Twitter, and you can just add this one to the list. Musk believes that a platform where people can express themselves without censorship or restraint is the true mark of a democracy, and it is something that he openly advocates. Mr. Musk believes that Twitter is one such platform that can promote free speech, but it would need to be reformed, which is why just as soon as he became Twitter's largest shareholder, he proceeded to conducting a poll asking Twitter for an edit button. Musk has promised to execute a number of changes in Twitter, which, according to him, will only be successful if the company is taken private. To show how serious he is, Musk has threatened to reconsider his investment in Twitter should the board reject his offer. If you can remember, as soon as Elon bought his 9.2% stake in the company, its shares increased by 27% almost instantly. Likewise, you can expect that Twitter share prices will fall should Elon decide to pull his investment from the platform. But that's not the worst that could happen. Musk may not just remove his investment from the communication platform, but his account as well. As one of the most active, popular accounts on Twitter, you can just imagine the effect that his pulling out will have. And again, that's not all. The outspoken billionaire does love to communicate his thoughts openly and would need an alternate social media platform should he decide to leave Twitter. And he may even decide to come up with a platform all his own that would give Twitter a run for its money. As the man with the golden touch, we know that Elon will have what it takes to turn any endeavor into a success. His tweets just last month have already caused fans to think that he may already secretly be working on something big. His tweet was, "Is a new platform needed?" While we await the verdict on Musk's attempt to take over Twitter, what are your best guesses on how the situation will turn out? Do you think that apart from being the EV guy and the rocket guy, Musk will end up becoming the Twitter guy too? Sound off in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Tesla and tech updates on this space.